Welcome students. Currently we are understanding Tempest. In the previous class, we understood some part of Act 1, Scene 1, and we understood how Boatswain is talking rudely to the royal members, and how Gonzalo, the old counselor in the court of Alonso, is trying to pacify, is trying to remind Boatswain that he must be polite to the royal members. So let's move ahead. This is Gonzalo's speech on page number 2. This is line number almost 27. Gonzalo, I have great comfort from this fellow. Methinks he hath no drowning mark upon him. His complexion is perfect gallows. You know that this is the famous extract, and it generally comes in the ISC board. Gonzalo's statement. Gonzalo says, I have great comfort from this fellow. Methinks he hath no drowning mark upon him. His complexion is perfect gallows. Now here Gonzalo says, I have great confidence. I have great assurance seeing the face of this boatswain, because he has no drowning mark on his face. Means he is not likely to die through drowning, means in the sea. For his complexion is perfect gallows. Gallows means hanging. Because in my view, he will die only through hanging and not here in the sea by drowning. Stand fast, good fate, to his hanging. He says, stand fast. Stand fast means stick. Stick to your good fate, means I also wish that he proves to be a lucky one. His good fate doesn't leave him, and to his hanging, and thus if his good fate doesn't leave him, if he is lucky enough, he will not die here through drowning. And to his hanging, O fate, stick to his hanging means by not making him drown here, you just ensure that he will die only through hanging. Make the ropes of his destiny our cable, as our own luck is not so good. So let the good luck of boatswain proves to be a support, a cable. Cable means support for our destiny as well. For our own doth little advantage, because our own luck is of little advantage, means of little profit, of little value. If he not born to be hanged, our case is miserable. And if Gonzalo says, if boatswain is not born to be hanged, means if he is not going to die through hanging. Now the question is, why he will die by hanging? He will die by hanging only because he has misbehaved with the royal people, with the king. So of course the king will punish him by hanging. That is the logic here. Okay, because he misbehaved with the two kings, one Antonio, another Alonso, and then younger brother of Alonso also, Sebastian. So if he is not going to die here, then he will surely die by hanging, because the king will punish him. So he says, if he be not born to be hanged, our case is miserable. Now Gonzalo says, if he is not going to die by hanging, then our case is miserable. Then our situation is very bad now. Then we will drown with him. If he is going to drown here, then along with him we will also drown here. Then our case is miserable. Now boatswain comes at this time. Boatswain, down with the topmast. You know that there is a topsail. Topsail that is tied to the high pillar. The pillar is in the midst of the ship almost, and it gives a great momentum. So he says, down with the topmast means lower down the topsail. Yeah, lower, because the storm is blowing and the ship is disbalancing. Because the storm is putting force on the top sail, so they are not able to control the ship. So if they lower the top sail, then the storm will blow over the ship and they will be able to control the ship in a better way, yeah, lower. And he gives instruction to the sailors. Yeah means fast, quick, lower down the topsail. Bring her to try with main course. Main course. Main course means main route, main sea route. So keep it along the route, along the course of the ship, in the direction of the ship. A cry within. Now you know royal members go to the cabin and they are very much panicked. They worry about their life. So there is a cry. They are weeping and crying. So a cry within, a plague upon this howling. Now boatswain curses them. Let a plague fall on their howling. Howling means shouting. Let a disease happen to their throat. Let a disease catches their throat so that they are not able to shout. So here boatswain is cursing them. They are louder than the weather or our office. He says they are louder. Their cry is louder than the thunder or the storm, than the sound of the thunder or the storm. So weather or our office, it means the roar of the storm. Now at this time, you know that royal passengers are very much panicked. They come again. Enter Sebastian, Antonio and Gonzalo. Yet again, what do you hear? Yet again, you have come again here? Shall we give over? Whether we stop our work, whether we stop trying the ship? What do you want? And drown? And let the ship wrecked? Have your mind to sink? Have decided to drown? Do you want to die by hindering our work? Sebastian, a pox of your throat, you bawling, blasphemous and uncharitable dog. A pox means a horrible disease may fall on your throat. You bawling. Bawling means shouting. Blasphemous. Blasphemous means the swearing one, the person who abuses, the person who shows disrespect. An uncharitable dog. Incharitable means insensitive, unfeeling. Dog. Dog, you know, it's a low creature. It's an abusive word here. Boatswain, work you then. Work you then means then you do our work. We will not do. You handle the cables, you handle the ropes, do our work. Antonio, hang you, boatswain. Hang means you should be hanged to death. Kar means dog. Hang you, boatswain. War means prostitute. You son of the prostitute, you should be hanged. Insolent noise. There is a rude noise in your voice. Insolent noise maker. We are less afraid to be drowned than thou. He says, we are less afraid to be drowned than thou art. It seems that we are less afraid to be drowned than you are. Gonzalo, I will warrant him from drowning. He says, I again say that he is not going to drown. So I give assurance, I assure you that he will not die by drowning. Though the ship were no stronger than a nutshell, although the ship is not stronger than a nutshell. You know nut. Nut is a dry fruit. And it's not stronger than a simple nutshell. It's vulnerable and as leaky as an unstanched wench. Leaky means not reliable. The ship is not reliable at all. In the same way as unstanched wench. Wench means a young woman and unstanched means faithless. The ship is not reliable at all. The ship can't save us. It is as unreliable as a young woman who can't keep any secrets. Lay her a hold, set her 2 courses off to sea again. Boatswain says, lay her a hold, please control the ship. Please control the ship. He says to the sailors, lay her a hold, set her 2 courses off to sea again. He says, you adjust the foresail as well as the topsail along the direction of the ship so that the storm blows over it and it doesn't harm the ship. Lay her off. You keep it away from the shallow waters. Otherwise, it will strike against some shallow rock, shallow bottom, and it will break. Lay her off. Lay her off means keep it away from the shallow waters. Now, again, mariners come and they are wet. Now, before we proceed further, let me give you some word meanings which have come here. So, here the first of all, the first word meaning, I have great comfort from this fellow. Methinks means I think. Stand fast means stick. Stand fast means stand fast means stick to your work. He says stick to your work. Then down with the topmast. Down means lower. Whether main course means mainsail. Mainsail. Then weather or our office. Weather. It means roar of the storm. Then bawling. Bawling means shouting. It's the abusive word. Bawling, shouting. Blasphemous means rude. Incharitable. Incharitable means insensitive. And cur. Cur means dog. Cur is also an abusive word. It means dog. And then leaky. Leaky means unreliable. Leaky. Leaky means unreliable. Unreliable. And then unstanced. Unstanced, it means not faithful. And wench means a young lady. Wench means a young lady. Lay her off. Lay her off. Steer it away from the main course. So these are the important meanings. In the next class we will understand the remaining part because it's getting too longer. So the rest we will understand in the next part. If you are not a subscriber, then subscribe the channel. Thanks for watching.